Okay, let's talk about the exterior compartments. So right up front here underneath this white casing are your propane bottles. There's two 20-pound propane bottles underneath there. You also have a 10-volt battery that will give you battery power. Right here in the front compartment is our wastewater hose, so our black water, gray water attachments in the tote. And then right up front here we have a few camp chairs that are folded up for your use. Next compartment over, this is your hot water heater. So this is an Atwood hot water heater. Propane comes in and a pilot light is lit based off of the thermostat reading on your tank of water. So you have a 6-gallon tank of water. When the temperature gets too low, it will signal for the thermostat to fire the pilot light and it will warm your water for you. 6 gallons of warm water. Right here is your freshwater tank. So you can take a hose, stick it in here and fill up your 30-gallon tank of fresh water. This is an exterior shower. City water connection. So if I have a hose coming off of a full hookup city water connection, I can take off this black cap, and we're dripping because we just came back from a trip, so we still have water in the lines. You have a male connection here to hook to a hose, or you can take off the male connection and now you have a female. So you're very adaptable. You can adapt to any type hose that you have connecting to the trailer. And then right next door here, this is your 30 amp power connection. So you can, this cord is 25 feet long. You can pull this over to your power station and hook in for 30 amps of power. And then right above it, this is the back end to your refrigerator. If you need to get in there for any reason, you shouldn't. As a renter, we'll get in here to do it, to have it serviced. This is your exhaust for the fridge and the furnace. And then you have a coaxial cable on the outside if you want to attach for cable TV, which we don't have a TV, so we don't use it. This little storage is pretty useful for anything long, any long poles that you want to put through. You can certainly use that for storage. And then coming around to the other side, you've got a spare tire in the back. So now we're on the right side. You've got two outside 120 plugs. If you're plugged into shore power, you can use an extension cord and run all your appliances off of that. This little compartment here houses our freshwater hoses. And I'm having a really hard time with keys today. Okay, so right on top we have a 25-foot freshwater hose and then a longer 50-foot on the bottom. We have connected to it our pressure regulator. So when you hook it to the trailer, you want to make sure you're using the pressure regulator so that the pressure is not too much for the internal plumbing of the trailer. We also keep our electrical adapters in this front compartment. This goes from the 30 amp to a 120, and then we have our surge protector that we plug in. We plug in our cord into here, and then this goes into the power receptacle at the campground, and this prevents surges from frying the electrical components on the inside of the trailer. This compartment right here, last but not least, and probably most important, has all of our blocks for our stabilizers. It's got some Legos if you need some additional lifting space. You can take these out, put them under your tires for leveling or under your stabilizers. There's also two red hooks under here holding some marshmallow roasters if you want to roast hot dogs or have s'mores. And then the crank for the stabilizer is also there. And then inside further is a toolbox that has miscellaneous tools, pliers, screwdrivers, hammers, things like that that you might need for anything.